Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome to the At Home Film Festival. This week, I was inspired by a movie that I found finally is streaming. Oh, some movies take forever to stream, or some, like The Rose here, go away, and we're waiting for them to come back. Come back, Rose! Oh, God, I love that movie. So we're not going to talk about this movie this week because you can't find it anyplace, even though the Criterion Channel Blu-ray is a very good source, which I love. But I have found 7 movies that have recently returned to streaming or never streamed before or came in quietly that you don't know about. So let's see if we care about these rarities. So let's go now. Our first movie you could find on Canopy or the Cohen Media Channel. It's called Roseland. There's a more recent movie called Roseland, but this is the late 70s movie about the dance hall. I love this movie then. It's got an all-starish cast. Christopher Walken, the old actor Teresa Wright, Geraldine Chaplin, but I thought the best performance came from Lila Scala, who should have been up for an Oscar. She won a bunch of critics' prizes for this movie. She also, by the way, in case you don't know her, there she is, she was in Flashdance as the grandma, and she was up for an Oscar in Lilies of the Field. But this movie, for history people, is one of the very, very early films from Merchant and Ivory that we've all grown to love over the decades for films like Room with a View. And now you can take a look at this movie that takes place in the Roseland Dance Hall. Other historic events have happened there and other movies have been filmed there. This had a great dance competition. We see the lives of the stories of all the people involved. Really good film. Check it out. A movie that I never saw I'd see again is Somebody Killed Her Husband with Farrah Fawcett. You can find this on Shout TV, the streaming channel. Oh, so this was a big flop, and it's not great, but it's good. So Farrah is in a bad marriage, and Jeff Bridges gets smitten by her when she's shopping at Macy's. The only thing I don't really believe about this movie is they instantly both say, I love you. Obviously, with her looks, it's easy for a man to say, I love you, because he might not completely mean it, but she loves him back. But anyway, her husband's awful. They plot to have her leave him, but guess what? He gets killed. Oh, no. So they have to figure out who done it, because people think they done it, right? Now, tidbits about this film is it really flopped, but I think it was because of ABC and Aaron Spelling, because she had just been in Charlie's Angels and she wanted out after the first year. They didn't want her to go. So she actually was supposed to make Foul Play, but Goldie Hawn got that part afterwards because of all the legal battles that were involved. Like the studio said, I don't want to get involved because I don't want to get in a legal fight over using Farrah Fawcett. This studio took a chance and it didn't pay off financially, but it wasn't bad. I love the chase scene inside Macy's, by the way. Check it out. Let me know what you think. It's hard to find, so find it now while you still can. So movie you could find on Tubi. This is such a cute film. It came out late 70s. It's 2 short films into one, paying homage to the 30s. First, there's a musical. Then there's a gang fight movie. They both have similar stars like George C. Scott, Trish Van Devere. Barry Bostwick is in both, but he was especially great in the musical one. He was up for a couple of awards for that. But oh my God, it introduced us to Harry Hamlin. Really good cast all around. Both are sweet, funny, and adorable with a tongue-in-cheek with their humor, because it does kind of make fun and pay homage to the 1930s movies. So in the 30s, by the way, for those who don't know, in the old days, you had a double feature all the time. Now we go to one movie and go home, but they used to have one movie, intermission, then another movie. And this movie does a similar thing with obviously shorter films because we don't want to sit there for 4 hours. Choose Me from Alan Rudolph has always been one of my favorite underrated films. Now it's back for a short time on many streaming channels. God, it's about people who unrequited love, and yet the person you love loves somebody else, yet people end up being roommates that don't know they're involved with the same person. It's such a mix-up. It involves a little crime. It involves a little barflies. It involves Keith Carradine mixed up in all of this. And I thought Leslie Ann Warren and Genevieve Bujold both gave Oscar caliber performances. Oh, and the music's so good. I mean, I can't think of anything I don't like about Choose Me. So why don't you choose it and choose me? Yes. Good. Oh, I never see this around. Darling from 1965. You could find it on Canopy. This won Julie Christie the Oscar for Best Actress. It won 2 other Oscars, but I never find it around. Oh, it's so good. And I still would have voted for Julie Andrews for The Sound of Music, but Julie Christie is good as sometimes a super selfish person. Other times, maybe she's just career driven because she's torn between men or leaving them all and having a career in modeling. Oh, God. Life is so tough for Julie Christie. Oh, darling. Anyway, it's really good. Very progressive for 1965, I will say that. Also on Tubi is Lust in the Dust. Such a spoof of Westerns, the best since Blazing Saddles. Now, because Divine is in it and Tab Hunter, you probably think this is a John Waters film, but it's not. It's Paul Bartel. He also had a great career in cult films like Eating Raoul and the original Piranha. So this is such a fun film that's very spoofy, doesn't take itself seriously. I really enjoyed it. Tab Hunter, it's so nice to see him in his later career making fun of the heartthrob he once played, but it's so good. And it's not by John Waters. Murder, He Says, is never around. TCM has it this month. So if you haven't subscribed to TCM, do so. And if you don't want it all the time, just do the trial basis. This movie is so funny. And it's Fred McMurray following on the trail of someone that had a similar job that may have been murdered. And these old hick town with Marjorie Main running it. Could these simple people from hillbilly land be killers? Then there's these 2 guys played by the same actor, Bert and Mert. They're so funny. And they're like 2 of the stupidest people you'd ever want to meet in your life. They're so stupid. So 2 stupid people equals 1 great actor because he was so good in this. And I have to rewatch this because I remember there's something that people drink that makes them glow in the dark. I can't remember how that happens or why that happens, but it does happen. So let's watch Murder, He Says and find out why hillbillies are glowing in the dark, okay? Well, that's our show of the week. I hope you share and subscribe and come back. As we leave, I'm sneaking in one more movie, The Elephant Man, the Anthony Hopkins, John Hurt movie from David Lynch, of all people. He normally does weird stuff, but this was so heartfelt and amazing and a true story. A lot of versions of this around, but I haven't seen this available for a long time. Now I seem to find it on every channel. So is it just here temporarily or is it here for the duration? Since I don't know, I'm including it because I don't want you to miss this wonderful version of The Elephant Man. By the way, what movie do you love that has not been or is not currently streaming? Let me know in comments below. Let's see if we could find them and put them on our TV so we could share them together. I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I remember I cried.